Welcome back to the Years in the Making podcast with your hosts,
Lizzie.
and Noah. Today is episode 5, which is
So crazy
because we've been grinding out the episodes, trying to do one a week, and
Staying consistent.
So far, we've been consistent with it. But so far, we have over 600 views across our first 3 videos, because when you're watching this, our 4th one hasn't come out. So we're at over 600 views and over 70 watch hours, which is really cool. Majority of our viewers are on YouTube. Right now, it's about 560 views across all of YouTube and around 60 views across Spotify and Apple Music. So today's episode is going to be our wedding registry. Just a little bit of tips and tricks, what we use a lot, what we don't use a lot, as well as stuff you may have forgot about when you've made it or you're about to make it and you need to remember these things. What's Honey doing? Being a little crazy loon. But first, we are going to do a new segment. This is called This or That. So my good buddy ChatGPT has come up with a list of would you rather questions when it comes to wedding registries. So I love ChatGPT because you can really do a lot with it. So kind of how we'll do it is I'll read the question and then we'll both, say our answers on 3. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right. So the first question says, would you rather have a high-end blender or a premium coffee maker? You ready?
High-end blender,
Premium coffee maker.
So like a higher-end coffee maker?
Yes.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Coffee
maker. Duh. Lizzie's a big coffee person, and we'll get into the blender situation later because we actually don't really use that much. All right, number 2. Would you rather receive a luxurious set of bath towels or a cozy set of bed sheets?
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1.
Bed
cozy
sheets.
Set of bed sheets.
Bed sheets for sure.
Yep. Explain.
You're in bed. I feel like you're in bed sheets more than you are with towels because you're just drying yourself off for 5 minutes.
Yep.
You're in your bed for 8 hours a day.
Right, and you want a comfortable bed rather than just a towel to wipe you down. That's how I see it. All right, so would you rather get an elegant dinnerware set or versatile cookware set?
Okay.
3, 2, we're on versatile cookware set. Yeah, I mean, Lizzie cooks a lot. I try to help her a lot as well. So I'd rather, when we're making the food, it'd be better quality. And then when we get on the plate, it'll show that it was better quality rather than just eating it on a different dinnerware. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, this is tough. Would you rather have a top-notch vacuum cleaner or a state-of-the-art air purifier? Now, our apartment's pretty dusty. That's why we have an air purifier, but the vacuum cleaner gets up the dust. So, that's tough. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Top-notch vacuum cleaner. Vacuum cleaner, Lizzie uses that all the time.
Like, maybe once a day.
Air purifiers, I know they work, but how are you supposed to know if they work, Vacuum, you can see the stuff get vacuumed up.
But the thing with the purifier is you can look at the filter and show that it's gross.
You can, but it goes all over a long set of time rather than pretty instantly with the vacuum. Okay. So would you rather receive a stylish set of beverage glasses or a classic set of serving dishes? I got it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Classic set of serving dishes.
Sorry, that was in my head. It just didn't come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we drink beverages every once in a while, but most of the time, like I'll drink a Gatorade and we'll get a juice every once in a while, but we don't really use beverage glasses.
We usually use our Stanleys.
We use our waters, and then serving dishes. That's what we use every time we eat like a dinner together that we make. So I'd definitely go with that. All right. Would you rather have a high quality knife set or a comprehensive baking set? Got my answer.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Comprehensive baking set.
Now
Lizzie bakes a lot, and I love to eat what she bakes. And we use knives, but not that much. Like
we don't have
stuff that needs to be cut really, sharply, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think, you bake more than we would need, like, we can just use normal butter knives or whatever for whatever we need to cut. Okay.
I was gonna say I use kitchen scissors a lot rather than knives.
But not trying to jinx it, but me and Lindsay have the same answer. I mean, we're just the same person. So number 7, would you rather get a decorative set of throw pillows or a beautiful area rug?
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Decorative beautiful set of throw pillows.
Area rug.
Okay, I jinxed us. I thought that's what you were going to answer, so that's what I chose that. But I think pillows kind of pop when you're in a room. I think
it does, but the thing is, like in our case, when I was decorating, like I first chose the carpet and then I based everything else off of that because that's the main centerpiece.
But for us, like even with these pillows, they're a pop of color. And then when we chose the rug, it was kind of like something to blend in. Mm-hmm. But I like a good pop of color.
I think they help out the area a lot. Yeah.
That I kind of jinxed us on that, but we should be good the rest of the time. Okay. Would you rather receive a practical set of food storage containers or a set of gourmet cooking oils and spices?
Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1. A practical set of food storage containers. Shout out to Robert Rakin.
Yeah. We use like storage containers a lot,
especially for food. Mm-hmm. For everything else, obviously, but for food specifically, yes. But I mean, gourmet cooking oils and spices, you can only make something taste so good. All right, 2 more. Would you rather have an outdoor grill or a fire pit for the backyard?
Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1. Fire
outdoor
pit.
Grill.
So I chose fire pit because it's not only an area you can sit around, but you can also, like, it's a good, community area. You can, commune with your friends and, hang out. But you can also use that to, like, roast marshmallows or whatever. And with an outdoor grill, it's just one person cooking. With the fire pit, it's like everybody getting in a group and getting there together.
With an outdoor grill, I feel like that everyone can enjoy the food all the time. With a fire pit, I feel like what happens is like it's not utilized as much as an individual thinks it will be.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, number 10. Would you rather get a subscription to a meal kit delivery service or a subscription to a snack box service?
Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1. Meal kit delivery service.
So when I lived at home, we did HelloFresh. And it sent you like the recipe card and it sent you all the ingredients for it and everything. And I loved it. Yeah. We did it for like a few months.
Yep.
So I really like that.
Yeah, I chose that over snack box because I'm pretty particular with my snacks and I don't go into new snacks. I kind of just eat the same old things like Oreos and gummies and like Goldfish and stuff like that. So you would do like a variety, yeah. No, but meal kit, it gives you a lot of options and I love trying new meals. I'm not as big as trying on new snacks.
I was gonna say you can find stuff you don't know that you like with.
Right. All right. Let me plug my computadora back up, and then we will get into the next segment. Lizzie, do you want to go ahead and kind of start the registry thing you have at the top?
Yeah. Well, I'll wait till you sit back down.
Sounds good.
Cut this out probably.
I don't know if we'll be able to cut it out, but
we shall see. Okay, so we're gonna jump into a registry episode. When after me and Noah got engaged is when our registry journey really first started. And I was very, very overwhelmed when it came to this. And I was trying to look up YouTube videos and Pinterest boards and TikToks and Reels and this and that of what do I add to my registry? And, there's like basic things. For us, we created our registries on Amazon, Target, and the Not Cash Fund. So and all of our registries could be found on the Not.
Yeah.
The Not is like a super huge app now.
I don't really know of any other ones. All I've heard of is the Not.
Is the Not, yeah. And you can put people can access your registries through there. Your like RSVP. They can, find pictures of you, your story. There's just so much. You can create like a whole page when it comes to the Not. And yeah, so we created a registry through Amazon, Target, and people also donated to the Not Cash Fund, which can be found on the Not.
Yep.
So I don't really have much to say about those. I will say those were great options. If I were to add anywhere else that we would create a registry through, it might be Walmart.
Yeah.
A lot of and a lot of the things with Target and Amazon, they're very affordable. Um, I was the kind of person where I just need a certain thing, and I don't need, for example, I need a coffee table. I don't need something very luxurious yet.
Right.
Like this is a
Simplicity. Yeah.
yeah, this is
Minimal.
very this is our starter. This is our starter place. If we want to, replace the our coffee table or TV stand later, we can.
Yeah.
But I just thought that getting stuff from Target and Amazon would be a great starter. Be great starter things.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't know of any other one than the knot, but I mean the knot. I mean it's definitely good. I wouldn't call it great because there were some bugs here and there.
Glitches, yeah.
Like there were some bugs and some glitches. Like there was this time where we were like, oh my goodness, we've had this open for 3 months and nobody's bought anything. And then we go on a different device and it says, oh, 18 people have bought something. It would glitch every now and then, and I wish somebody would come out with something new for it. But I think the knot for what it is, and it's free. You get the good bang for your buck. You don't have to pay anything,
and also keeps it accountable. Well, I guess like registries do this too. It shows like, okay, well, this has been bought. So we honestly got like maybe one or two things that we got multiples of.
Yeah.
So the knot definitely helped keep things accountable. So people weren't buying a bunch of duplicates.
Yeah. So Lizzie and I both kind of cooked on the registry, but we are going to go through some things that maybe we forgot about and put on it last minute, or things that we completely remembered, but some people may forget about. And then there was also a few things that we got after we had been moved in with each other for a few months, and we're honestly still buying stuff that
it's
we
just
need.
how it is.
It's just like you'll never like. There's always stuff that you need, and you don't really know you need it until you live together.
That it's really nice too that people can give you cash or gift cards and donate to the Not Cash Fund. So you can, if you need to spend a few $100s on things that you totally forgot about, you're able to do that by people giving gift cards and money and so forth.
So as we discussed a little bit earlier, we're just going to go. So we have a thing. Our first category is going to be things that we use that you may have forgotten about. Or, like I said, we may have forgotten about it as well. So how we're going to do it, Lizzie is going to say one, then I'm going to say one. And then whatever you say, if you have anything extra to say about it, just say it. If not, we'll just move to the next one.
Yep. So the first thing we use a lot is our clothes hamper. I actually just replaced it. I got the one that we got now from Home Goods.
Okay. So next on the list is extension cord. And I will mention that it's good to get like a set of 2, 3, or 4, because when we first moved in, like we didn't think of extension cords until like towards the very end of us having the registry, and we use extension cords for a lot. And I wish we had more, to be honest. I think we only have 2, and I definitely recommend you to get about 3 or 4 extension cords.
And I wish they were longer because we got kind of shorter ones. So definitely longer ones.
Longer ones are good, but also ones that connect to a lot of outlets. It just depends on you and how that's useful for you.
So the next thing is coasters. We put these on our side table. I actually did not put this on our registry. Yeah. One of Noah's cousins graciously gifted us a gift basket with like a bunch of goodies and things you might forget. So one of the things were coasters from Target.
Yep. Another thing a lot of people would forget, which is really simple, is just simply a napkin holder. There's nothing really. If you want to use paper towels as a family, perfectly fine. If you want to use napkins, cool. We use both. So napkin holder is definitely a necessity, and it's something you may forget pretty easily.
The next thing is a paper towel holder. The one we have is from Target. No complaints. Super simple.
Yep. Nothing too crazy with that. This is something we got for Christmas, which is actually a mail organizer. You get a lot of junk mail. I don't think we get a lot, but we get, a decent amount of junk mail.
Well, the thing with us is, you get mail, for example, from, let's say, the DMV or from this and that, and you just can't throw it away.
Yeah, there's certain mail you need.
But you don't know where to put it.
Right.
So instead of just random papers and random things sitting over there on the counter, we have a metal mail organizer that, we have different sections for different pieces of mail we get. Yeah.
But I actually didn't put this on here, but you know what I just thought about with mail organizer? A shredder. We also got that for Christmas. A shredder. Definitely add that to the list because that is a big thing. If you get a lot of paper in and there's just some stuff you might want to not want to throw away, you can just shred it. That's actually a really good one. Forgot to add that.
I was gonna say if you're you have personal information,
Yeah.
you're at credit card information, you can shred it. Yeah. We got that for Christmas. The next one is storage bins. So highly recommend this. We did put a few on our registry. We did have to buy a few after we got married. So the two we put on our registry, let's see, Noah has two. I have one. So we actually put all of our childhood, like kind of like things you just couldn't knickknacks, things you couldn't get rid of, but you didn't want to keep them out. So we have that in our storage room, and that keeps it really organized. Other things we have storage bins for, we have one for under the sink in our bathroom. And then we have, let me think, we have
under the bed storage.
Okay, let me say something about this. We originally got like cloth under the bed storage, and when we got Honey, when she was a kitten, she loved to chew on the cloth under the bed storage. So that got tore up.
So we kind of recommend the container style.
We highly recommend the containers. And the thing with the cloth storage containers as well is it doesn't keep its form. So if it's not slammed packed, it kind of looks sloppy. Whereas with the plastic, of course, it's going to always keep its shape, no matter if it's not a lot in it or if it's full. So highly recommend that. Last thing we use storage containers for is above our washer and dryer.
Yeah.
We put all of our cleaning supplies there, just extra things we have for cleaning, and like we have a storage container or storage bin for our like tools, measuring tape, stuff like that.
Yeah, you can never have too many storage bins.
No, and definitely not.
It's a really good organizer as well. Let's see here. So after storage bins, we have laundry bags. Now, laundry bags are good for putting in the wash, and I usually put some like more expensive clothes in there just so they don't get ruined. It kind of like gives me kind of like a
peace of
mind that they're not going to get messed up. And if there's something like I really treasure, I don't usually want to wash it, but I'm washing it for because I got it dirty or whatever.
So people may actually have never heard of laundry bags. So this is something my mom did growing up. So it's pretty much a washer and dryer safe like bag. Ours is white that zips up, and that pretty much protects it from everything else in the washer. So if Noah's Lululemon shorts, if he didn't want those to get picked on like a zipper, let's say a zipper of something, or a a button of something, that he puts in this bag that protects it. Okay. Next, we have trash cans. So we have one big trash can and 3 mini trash cans. Highly recommend getting mini trash cans. We have one for our bedroom, bathroom, and Honey's trash can that we
use for litter.
We use for her litter. And then let's say every time that we take the big trash can out, we empty the 3 small ones into that. So highly recommend getting 3 mini trash cans.
Yep. Next is a recycling bin. Pretty self-explanatory. If you do recycle, great. If you don't, great. Don't care. But for us, a recycling bin is pretty helpful. And it's really easy. Ours, it's literally handheld. You can grab it, put it in the recycling bin outside, and then just put it back. It's pretty simple.
The next thing is a lint roller. Highly recommend this. This is going to be a forgettable thing, I feel like, on a registry.
Yep.
We did not put this on a registry. Someone just happened to gift us this.
Yeah, multiple ones.
Yeah, multiple. This is great if you have a black shirt that's linty, or if you have a dog or cat that their hair shows on your clothing.
Next thing we also forgot and got for Christmas, I believe, is a hammer and nails. Now, we live in a duplex, and there's a lot of nails on the wall because we're renting from somebody. So you never know what you're going to have to put up. Lizzie, might go to Hobby Lobby one day and bring something back home, and we need the hammer and nails to kind of put it up. It's not something I didn't think we would use as much, but we actually have ended up using hammer and nails for a lot of different reasons.
So This kind of goes with the hammer and nail set. So with the hammer and nail set came a measuring tape as well. This has been great for hanging pictures and making sure it's decently even on the wall.
Yep. Also, handyman Noah recommends you get a screwdriver as well. I think somebody probably just randomly gifted it to us. It's something you would forget, like hammer and nails, screwdriver. You never know. There's even things here. I mean, I probably barely used a screwdriver before we got married, but now it's just like a maybe monthly thing. It's just like you never know when something's gonna be loose. So,
The next thing is a drill.
and we don't even have a drill, but that's
It's on
on
my
our
Christmas
Christmas
list.
list. Yep, that's kind of like a screwdriver, but obviously it'll go faster and go into
More
the
efficient.
in the wall. Yeah.
So we do not have this either. This is going to be on our next Amazon order.
Yeah, small trash bags.
Yeah, small trash bags.
So we use Food Lion bags and Walmart bags as our small trash bags. So you can use that, which is what we use, or you can just literally get small trash bags. They're probably pretty cheap. Instead of it being a big trash bag for a big trash can, you just get small trash bags for a little trash can. And so specifically for like our cat's litter and stuff, that's really helpful for it not to like seep through.
So the next thing is a bath mat. This is, of course, right outside the shower. We have like about two or three, so we rotate it out every
Yeah.
so often to make sure, the ones are getting washed, it's not getting gross, and it's staying clean.
Yep. Along with a bath mat, I definitely recommend a kitchen mat. Definitely think it's something that you would forget. Kitchen mat we use a lot in front of our fridge. No, actually, it's not in front of our fridge. It's in front of our storage thing. But we also have a runner, a kitchen runner that goes under our sink. It's just good to keep that stuff there just in case stuff starts like splashing. Meat sauce goes on the ground. It could happen.
Next is a tire air pump. Noah got this for Christmas.
Yeah, my
He
my tire gets low on air a lot. I've gotten it checked out. They said there's nothing wrong with it, but it still goes low on air. So a tire air pump, it's pretty decently priced, like 30-40 bucks, and you never have to go to like a gas station and do it. You can just do it at home, and it pretty much you press a button, it does it for you. It's really cool. And then we also forgot front door mat. So along with the mats, it's good to have a front door mat. I think we have a cat one because of Lizzie, but it's good to have mats on everything because when people walk in the door,
bring stuff in.
Even when your family comes in, like everybody, you never know where people's feet have been. So there could be mud on their feet, from being in a field or something. So it's just good to like they can have something to wipe their feet off on.
Next is decorations for your house. So we did not have a lot of decorations, if any, on our registry. So I will say we had to. I mean, of course, we got money from, our wedding and stuff, so that was super helpful to go towards that. But honestly, decorations are really needed. It just makes it feel more like a home rather than a lived-in space.
Yep.
I would say we did put some decorative pillows on our registry.
Yeah.
And we have 2 couches, so of course we need 4 decorative pillows. So I highly recommend putting as many decorations as possible. It's kind of hard knowing what decorations you need without living in that space. If you do not live in the apartment or house that you're going to decorate in. So yeah, just highly recommend putting decorations on your registry.
Yeah, the good thing, like I would be very selective of the decorations you put on your registry. We'll get into another thing for it later, but I would definitely recommend like something for like a Hobby Lobby gift card. So next is just blankets. You probably already have blankets. Me and Lizzie actually just replaced our blanket because she was using one from like 5 or 6 years ago. If you have like a 5 or 6 year old blanket, you probably need to throw it away because ours was like nasty.
It was gross. And I kept washing it. It's just to the point where it's not soft anymore. It's just grimy.
Blankets aren't that expensive anyways. I think I got Lizzie one for our anniversary for like 30 bucks. So you can't go wrong with blankets.
Also, organizing bins. This kind of, I honestly feel like organizing bins. Is that what were you?
I mean, we already kind of talked about organizing bins, but
like the
storage bins. Like we're just kind of like you need to keep everything inside of something like extra stuff. So I think what I put on there is what I meant is like kind of finding places to put stuff. Like even with our Ottoman here, our Ottoman has a like you can open it up and put stuff in it. You just need like extra space for storage because if you have a lot of junk like us, organized junk as we like to call it,
Yeah,
if you have a lot of that
organized.
kind of stuff, it's good to have extra storage. And then next is something we literally just got, which is a shower drain. Now, if you live in somewhere like that you're renting from, most likely your shower drain has never been cleaned.
At least ours hasn't
Ours was not. So
until
I
recently.
learned that the other day when our shower drain kept getting clogged. So we just ordered I think two from Amazon for like $5 to $8,
So the thing with
and
us is
it catches all Lizzie's hair. It catches mucus and whatever else.
we don't take baths. So
Yeah, we don't need it for the bathtub.
99% of showers have the one like the drain
Yeah,
stopper. Ours is just it almost looks like a small colander. So it catches hair and it also drains the water out.
right.
Next is a sponge, or we specifically put a scrub daddy. Um, Honestly, couldn't recommend more.
Yeah, it's
It
great. It
Yeah,
is cheap.
it's cheap. It's awesome. I mean, honestly, nothing but good things to say about it.
Yep. Next we have is cleaning supplies. Now, obviously, I wouldn't recommend putting like every single type of that on your registry. Maybe you'll buy that after with the money you have. But cleaning supplies, we have like 8 to 10 different types of cleaning stuff. You never know what you'll need it for.
But
So it's
honestly,
always good to have
you could
like certain cleaning
you could put
supplies.
more general stuff like you can
Yeah,
put just like a general cleaner, Windex,
Windex.
fantastic,
Yeah,
just
Dawn dish soap,
general
whatever.
things. Yeah.
Yep.
Next is one of my favorite
Yeah,
things we
very
got
forgotten.
from our registry. And honestly,
Pretty
some
cheap.
people do not have this, which
No.
is totally fine. You can put your blankets in a closet. We have a blanket organizer. So this is put beside our TV stand because we're going to use most of our blankets most of the time in the living room. You can pack the blankets in here too, and we
Yeah,
got it. And this was from Amazon.
yeah,
It goes like with the decor. It's like white and like a brown color.
yeah.
We can fit probably.
6 or 7 blankets in
I
there.
mean, yeah, and I mean it's cute and it's something to hold your blankets.
Yep. Next is a butter holder. Not much to say about that. It holds butter. I think ours is like a cat, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. And next is a holder for utensils. This is pretty self-explanatory too. Ours is one of the utensil holders that expands and shrinks, just to make more room if you have more utensils.
Yep. And then next is a colander. You use that for spaghetti, right?
Yep, to drain
You drain like water from
the
whatever you're cooking.
pasta.
So colander is, I think that's very forgotten in the registry world. So it's something that you'll definitely need if you cook a lot.
So next is a vegetable cutter. Noah actually got this for me after we got married. I was sick and tired of cutting onions and crying while doing it. So I have a vegetable cutter. We got it from Amazon. It was like 15 to 20 bucks. And you can do cucumbers, onions, carrots, anything. And it has different settings, so you can adjust how small the pieces of the vegetable are that you're cutting. It's you literally just like close it, and it's a catcher at the bottom where it catches the vegetable that's cut. Super handy dandy.
Um, Next is an ottoman. For us, we don't have any reclining chairs. All we have is couches. So it's not right here. It's on our other couch. But an ottoman was something I always had on our registry because it's good not only for storage, but it's good to have your somewhere to put your feet to rest on.
Next is a magnetic calendar for the fridge. This is not on a registry. I just recently bought it a few months ago. This kind of keeps me and Noah in check.
Yeah.
I put what we're having for dinner for the week on that, or what the plans are. If there's any like you know kind of events for the month, if there's any like a baseball game or a concert or something like that's put on for the month. Put people's birthdays
Birthdays, yeah.
just to keep everything in check. Just to kind of know what's going on in our lives.
And the thing I like about it is it's erasable and it's already kind of built out. So all you gotta do is change the days for it. and it's really easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
That's we already kind of said this, like small bins and organizer. We already kind of said that. So next is something kind of fun, and you don't have to put on your registry, but you can buy afterwards, like we did. Is board games. Now, me and Lizzie were on a kick of board games for a while. We haven't played as much recently, just because we've had a lot going on. But board games is they're a lot of fun, and we're kind of building a collection of them as we go. So it's really good to get away from your phones for some time. And I never knew this, but Lizzie's extremely good at Connect Four. So it's just good to kind of put away your phone and TV for however long and just spend some quality time together. You'll really make some really good memories with board games. We've made good memories together, but also really good memories with our friends coming over for dinner and friends coming over for like a birthday party or something.
So next is gift cards. This can include Hobby Lobby, Target, Walmart, Amazon. And actually, if you do use the knot, you can request certain amounts for gift cards on the knot. Um, so there's that. And then the next one is a fruit bowl. If you're a fruit person, honestly, we put our potatoes in there. I put apples. If we buy, lemons or stuff like that, I put that in there as well. You want
You good enough?
to? Okay. And then the next one is a drying rack. We're kind of crazy. For us, we don't leave stuff in the sink to dry. Thank you. So we do sometimes leave stuff on the drying rack. But that for the sink.
Yep. Drying rack. You said fruit bowl, drying rack.
Mm-hmm.
Gift cards
I
are
got that.
yeah, you said that, but I
Mhm.
mean, like I said, it's a big thing. Gift cards, it's a really easy thing, and you can do a lot with it. Some people aren't gonna be want to give you cash, so a gift card's kind of like the next best option. Next is a air mattress. Now we got an air mattress on our registry, and we have used it, I believe, one time. And it was when our buddy Joe came over. But we definitely have plans for people to come sleep over, and an air mattress is just good to have, just in case of somebody spending the night, or you don't want somebody to sleep on your couch, so you'd rather them be more comfortable and your own home.
So next is Tupperware containers. We use this a lot for leftovers to take it to work. We have some. I want to say they're either from Amazon or Target. They're like clear ones that clip, and they really seal your food. So
Yeah.
keep everything fresh. It's not going to get stale or anything.
Yeah,
So
it's really good to have Tupperware not only for leftovers, but if you're cooking desserts or any Tupperware is really perfect. Next, we've had to use this a lot: a plunger and toilet bowl cleaner. You never know if you're gonna have septic system problems in your rented apartment, which we do. But plunger, you need a plunger and toilet bowl cleaner. It's honestly you can't live without that. And I'm gonna be straight with you. I never knew the toilet bowl cleaner. I never knew what it was for until I got married. I never used it, because I always had my own bathroom. So that was
bless.
kind of nasty.
TMI.
It is TMI, but it's always you never know what's going to go on, in the bathroom and the toilet. So you gotta have that plunger first of all, and you also have to have a toilet bowl cleaner for that reason. Shout out to Joe.
So next is a shower organizer. Um, at my parents' house, I would just put my shampoo and conditioner and body wash kind of on the side of the bathtub or in the floor, and it would just fall off. But with us, we got our shower organizer from Amazon, and Noah has one, and then I have one, and they just are suction cups, and they suction to the tile
Yeah, it's perfect.
in our shower, and just keeps everything organized. And it also has little hooks for our washcloths to hang and dry as well.
The next one, me and Lizzie have always been pretty big on shoes, so we definitely recommend shoe racks. We just recently got some for my birthday. Don't ask me why I'm getting a shoe rack for my birthday. And Lizzie won, but I just recently built them on Saturday. It was pretty easy. They're 20, 25, $30 depending on what you get. And if you have a lot of shoes, I know a lot of people just keep on the ground. it's really good to have a good organizer for your shoes so they don't get just thrown around and they actually, you can put them up on display. Because even at my old house, I had Jordans and Vans and stuff I wanted to be on display, and it's cool to have stuff on display, but you can actually use the stuff and wear it.
So next is an air purifier. We got this after actually probably a few months ago. We just got one from Amazon. It really helps because our apartment is older and which leads to more dust. And there's only so much dust that you can vacuum up with a vacuum.
Yep.
So we keep it in our bedroom. It's funny because when we go on vacation, we leave it on.
Yep.
And we keep the door closed. And
we
when
always leave it on.
Yeah, we leave it on 24/7. And when we come back from vacation and like we open the bedroom door, it's like
a
this
brand
smells
new
like
house.
A brand new house.
Right, it's crazy.
You can tell. I mean, you can really tell that it does something.
All right. Next thing, we only have like 10 left. Next thing is something that I find really, really useful, and you will definitely forget about. It is, I don't even know the right verbiage for it or wordage for it, but it's motion light detectors.
But
for
these
us specifically,
these are for inside.
Inside motion light. When it's nighttime and there's no lights on, you can plug these into your outlet, and they just sense motion, and a light comes on. It's perfect when have to go to the bathroom at 2 a.m. That light automatically turns on,
but you don't want to turn a light on,
right? Yeah. And you can see that we have one in our bathroom, in our kitchen, and in our hallway. They're very useful, and I would definitely recommend them.
Yeah, absolutely. The next is the over the door pantry. So we don't have a open kind of like a door pantry. So we put the over the door pantry on the side of our fridge, but it actually works great.
Yeah.
We do not have a lot of cabinet space. So this is great. We use it to hold like our snacks and like baking and cooking supplies that we kind of use weekly or daily that we can just pretty much grab.
All right, the next one is a meat thermometer.
Noah uses this.
Yeah, we use this when we cook like chicken and what else? Chicken.
I was gonna say we usually use this for chicken and for burgers.
Burgers, yeah, that's
to see if we want it like medium, well,
yeah. We obviously need a certain temperature for it as well to make sure it's not like
raw,
giving us salmonella. And funny thing was, we have a story about this actually. I'll keep it brief, but Lizzie accidentally left the stove top on, and I left the meat thermometer on it, and then I went back to grab it. It was like so hot, and it literally melted. So we had to get another meat thermometer. Yeah. But it's very useful, and it's really cheap. And it was something we remembered on the registry.
I was going to say, it gives you a peace of mind, too, because for me, like, chicken not being done is my worst fear. So that's kind of a peace of mind. The next is fridge organizers. This is not necessarily, you don't necessarily need this. I just like this because I like things to be organized. I have like 4 or 5 in the fridge.
Yeah.
I have some like for Noah's Gatorades. I have I was gonna say, I'm trying to think, like some for our meats,
for sauces.
Sauces, like dressings and stuff like that, and then one for cheeses.
Yeah.
So I just like it because it keeps things in one place and is not scattered all over the fridge.
Yep. The next one is cookie scooper. Lizzie's had a lot of use with this. But when making cookies, when making like our peanut butter balls, like stuff like that, like it gets really hard to make everything into a perfect circle. So the cookie scooper it's so perfect, and it gives you like the perfect amount of the, like Lizzie can say a little bit more about it than I can, but from when I've used it, you can literally click it and like the cookie comes out, and it literally is like a perfect circle. It's so cool.
Instead of guessing the amount you need and trying to make every amount of, every cookie the same amount, that does it for you.
Yep.
Next is ice packs. This is great. Clutch. Yeah, this is great if you're taking your lunch or dinner on the go.
Sure. Silicone baking mats. We use these a lot. Not even just for baking. We use it for cooking normal like foods and stuff too as well. What is it? Isn't it non-slip? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's non-stick.
Non-stick. Sorry.
You don't have to
butter it.
You don't have to spray baking spray or baking oil on it. You can just use this, and you don't have to necessarily wash the baking pan because you just wash the mat, since it's protecting the baking pan.
Cool. You got that next one?
So I kind of explained this earlier, but so a utensil organizer, we use this for our, like, for example, like whisk, spatulas, baking spoons. It's we have a white ceramic one. Some people can put their utensils in drawers. We just like to keep it out because we use a lot of the things that um are in the utensil holder.
But
So
this one
yeah, but I
specifically.
explained that earlier. I got it mixed up.
Oh, you okay? So
Mm-hmm.
this one
I
we
yeah.
have two utensil organizers. One for is like whisks and like
Mm-hmm.
um,
And then the one I explained
and then
earlier.
the other ones are for like knives and spoons and forks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just a few left. Leaning bookshelf. You can see that behind us. It's really good for decor and decorational stuff, and it wasn't too expensive. We got it on sale, I believe, at like a liquidations place.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's
and,
from
and it's really, really helpful. You just pretty much
yeah.
screw it into the wall, and we have our printer on it. We have a lamp on it, and then some stuff from our wedding even too.
Next is lunch boxes. We did not put this on a registry. We bought this post wedding. So one for me, one for Noah. We got ours from Target, but this is great. Pretty self-explanatory. Lunches on the go, dinners on the go.
Yep. And then the last two, I'll get both of them. A broom and dustpan. Now we thought the vacuum was going to be able to get up everything, but honestly, it doesn't. So specifically for like when honey, has like litter on her paw, like it'll come out of there. And the broom and dustpan comes in clutch for that, and a bunch of like if you want to sweep outside, if you want to sweep certain areas inside, sometimes the vacuum can't reach everything a broom and dustpan can. And then the last one I just thought of the other day was snack clips. So those are really good to keep what you have fresh. We use them on literally everything. We probably have like 8 of them being used right now. But that was our list of. That was very extensive, and we talked about it a lot. But that was our kind of list of things you may have forgot about on your own registry, things that we forgot about on our registry, and then things you would might need to put on your registry for the future. And we will put a list of everything we mentioned in the bio of this episode on YouTube and on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, just so if you missed anything that we said, that you can find that. So, 2 more segments to go. We promise it'll be a lot shorter than that first one. So, we're actually going to go over stuff on our registry that we either use very little or we haven't used at all. So you can do that same
Yeah,
order.
and I wanted to add too, we might not have used this because we do not have the counter space for it. So, for example, starting off, our toaster. I don't. We might have used it once, if at all.
I don't even
But
think
for
we used it
example,
all.
a lot of people put it on their countertop. We just can't put it in our countertop, so it's not. That's not the first thing we see. So yeah, we have
Yeah,
not used
we
our
we don't
toaster.
we don't eat toast. I don't know why. I
I,
thought we would, but
I did just buy bagels, so
yeah, we
the
might
toaster
we
might
might
come
use
in
it. We might use
handy.
it. So first is toaster. Second thing we don't use a lot is a blender. Um, I don't. I mean, have we?
No explanation.
I haven't. Have you used it? I haven't.
I've used it, the Ninja Blender,
Okay, you've used it.
like once or twice. Not a great amount.
Protein, is that what you use for protein shakes? Okay, yeah, yeah. I haven't. We haven't really used that much at all. So you can handle that next one.
So the next one is a griddle. So this is more of like it's like a rectangular, like flat top griddle. We use it's like portable. It can be used for hibachi, pancakes. We've used it maybe less than five
Yeah,
times.
definitely.
It's great for what it is. There's parts where you can drain out the grease. We just tend to use the stovetop
Yeah,
and pans for that
air
instead of the
fryer and stuff
griddle.
for
Yeah.
sure. Next is a waffle maker. Now I'm sure we're gonna do waffles at some point, but we definitely don't use it as much as we thought we
We have
would.
done waffles a few times.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. But we don't. It's just like you think it's really important to buy, but really, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
a occasional once every 3 months for a meal.
Yeah. Let's see. Next is a bakeware set. So when I say this, I'm referring to more, for example, if you were making how to explain this? Maybe like brownies, or if you were making like layers of a cake, kind of like that. I have made brownies probably 5 to 10 times. I use more of a glass pan for those rather than like this bakeware set. Hopefully, this will come in handy in the future if I decide to bake a multi-layer cake, but not right now.
Okay, another thing we don't really use is a food processor. Now, I don't even know what that is. Do you know what that is? Okay, can you explain it? Because I don't
Yeah, so it
understand.
just makes vegetables like really finely chopped up.
Okay, yeah. For the most part,
Or
we don't really.
vegetables,
We
or
usually buy it already chopped up, usually, or it's pretty. I mean, you have the other cutter thing, so
yeah, our vegetable cutter does the same thing. Let's see here. Next is ramekins. So like the ceramic white glass ramekins. I've used this probably 5 times. It is good to put like snacks in it, or fruit in it. Honestly, since we got paper plates, those have been our go-to. You don't have to wash it. You can
yeah,
just trash it.
yep. The next thing we got was after we got married was a Brita. Now we thought the Brita would solve our like sink water tasting nasty, but I think it solved it a little bit. But we honestly don't even drink our sink water. Isn't it? It's a well though, right? Yeah,
Yeah, and I just wanted to add that there's 2 types of Britas. This is the Brita
that you
that is
put on your
put on
sink.
the spout of the sink.
Yeah.
This is not like the one that you pour.
So we all we get now is water bottles. Like as you can tell, like I genuinely that the water in the sink. I don't think it's
It
like
tastes
I don't
different.
think it's drink like it's supposed to be drink. You know.
Yeah, and also, I just want to let you know, we do recycle.
Yeah.
We go through water bottles, they are
We go
recycled.
through them so quick.
But they're not thrown away,
Yeah.
so they're recycled.
And one last one of the stuff we don't use would be Lizzie. What you got?
Are glass measuring cups. So I have other measuring cups that are plastic. So it's not really like a cup that with a handle. It's more, for example, I have like a third of a cup, I have a cup, and I just get that. If I'm getting flour, just scoop it to the bag, put it in the thing. The thing is with the glass measuring cups, you have to pour everything, because it's not the exact amount that you need.
Yep. So those are the things we don't use as much as we thought we would. And then the last segment is what we really use a lot of. Now, most of these things we talked about in the other section, so I'll just kind of go through them pretty quickly. The mail organizer was really clutch. We honestly forgot about it and got it as a Christmas gift, but we, are able to use that a lot for multi purpose, which is really cool. Um, Cat spoon holder. Oh yeah, spoon holder. We didn't mention that, did we, on the list? Spoon holder is really good. So we kind of put that on our stovetop when we're cooking, and instead of just putting it on a napkin or paper towel where it's going to bleed through, we just put our spoon or whatever we're using to cook on the holder, and it keeps it like from seeping through, and it's just something that we wash and put back. Something else we use a lot is storage bins. We mentioned that a lot. We have storage bins in every single room of our house.
100%.
And like in our refrigerator, like in our bathroom, like we have storage bins for pretty much everything, and it helps keep everything very organized. Like we mentioned, the magnetic clear calendar for the fridge, we use it. Lizzie changes it every single month. It's good to keep track of what's going on during the week. The Scrub Daddy is a big recommendation, really cheap item, but it's a really good bang for your buck, and you don't really have to replace it very often like you would like a normal sponge. A few more, just something we use a lot is the Ottoman. We use it to rest our legs, as we mentioned earlier. The motion lights, that would probably be one of my favorites on this whole list. The motion lights that you plug into an outlet, so clutch. If it's the middle of the night and you're barely awake as it is, you don't want to wake up, your wife. I don't want to wake you up in the middle of the night, even though thunderstorm couldn't wake Lizzie up. But motion lights are literally so perfect. We have one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen, one in the hallway. They're so clutch. I wish we had more, to be honest. And then lastly, what we use a lot is an air fryer. We love our air fryer. I use it for chicken nuggets. We use it for chicken nuggets to eat. We do chicken quesadillas. We do sweet potatoes in there.
Oh yeah, for the nuggets.
Like for the nuggets on the quesadillas. We use it for sweet potatoes. We've used it for fries, tater tots.
It's very good for
everything.
Leftovers too.
If you want to do something quick and you don't want to get your whole oven/stove involved, I think an air fryer is probably my favorite thing that we use. It's so useful. It's like you can literally, it's not heavy at all. you can bring it anywhere.
And I also wanted to add this in that we did not have on the list.
Okay. What you got?
Air fryer liners.
Air fryer liners. That's a good one. I forgot about that.
So real quick, it's kind of annoying having to wash your air fryer every single time you use it because it gets greasy and gross. We're still on the pack that we got. We got like 100 liners for the air fryer. So you just put the liner. It's just like a throw. You can just throw it away after you use it. You put the liner in the air fryer. Put your nuggets or whatever it is in the liner, and it keeps your air fryer clean. Yes, I do wash it every so often in our air fryer, but not every single time because the liner takes care of kind of the grease and the grossness that can fall into the air fryer.
Yeah, so that was our list of what we use a lot, what we don't use as much, and then our big list of what we end up using decently a lot, but the list of stuff we honestly forgot about and that you might have even forgot about. Now, obviously, if you go and buy every single thing on this list, you're probably going to go broke. But this is just our recommendations, stuff that we either have or are about to get, and stuff that we end up using a lot more than we thought we would. Obviously, everybody has a different registry, but I think this is a really good kind of like tips and tricks kind of thing for people that are just about to move in together, about to get married, and stuff like that. I think this is a really good list, and there's probably a few things we still forgot about, to be honest. But obviously, you don't have to follow every single thing we put on there word for word. But a lot of our friends are either dating or they're in the engagement phase, so I think this would be really helpful for them and anybody out there watching that is about to get married, or about to move into an apartment or a house or something. But I think we pretty much covered everything we could think of, and we appreciate you guys listening as always. We definitely recommend you guys watch on YouTube because that's the best experience. You can also watch it on Spotify, but specifically on Apple Podcasts, you can only listen. So anything else you got for the viewers, Lizzie?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, this was the episode 5, which is crazy. Episode 5, our registry episode. What you forgot about when making your registry. All right, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Have a great one. See ya. Peace.